UFC 309. Jon Jones vs Stipe Miocic fight card and start time. The highly anticipated UFC 309 event is set to take place at Madison Square Garden in New York City this Saturday, featuring a heavyweight showdown between UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones and former champion Stipe Miocic in the main event. This will mark Jones' return to the Octagon after his last appearance at UFC 285 in March 2023. With 18 wins out of his last 19 fights, Jones remains a dominant force in the division. Miocic, a former heavyweight champ himself, will be stepping back into the ring for the first time since his loss to Francis Ngannou at UFC 260 in 2021. In the co-main event, former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira will face off against former Bellator champion Michael Chandler in a much-anticipated rematch. Their first encounter at UFC 262 saw Oliveira defeat Chandler by second-round TKO. The prelims for UFC 309 will kick off at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN, Hulu, and UFC Fight Pass, with the main card airing at 10 p.m. ET on pay-per-view. Fans are excited for this stacked card, which promises thrilling matchups and intense action. CO-friendly tags: UFC 309, Jon Jones vs Stipe Miocic, UFC fight card, UFC 309 start time, UFC 309 main event, Charles Oliveira vs Michael Chandler, UFC Heavyweight Championship, UFC Madison Square Garden, UFC pay-per-view, UFC prelims.